Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event. Fight fans worldwide, you've tuned into the number one undisputed boxing podcast today. This is the Boxing Breakdown.
Who have some of those trainers been?
Well, I met the late great Mr. Leslie Knows out, and the guy with the soul. He was a tremendous fighter in the 40s, but he had, like yourself, he called it detached retina, and back then that was a death sentence to the career. But he had beat Bob Montgomery in 2 rounds in a non-title bout here in Philadelphia, when he was the reigning lightweight champion of the world.
Fight fans, join host Mark Roxey and special guests as they break down all aspects of the boxing world, including news, business, management, training, promotions, fan reactions, upcoming events, matchups, future boxing stars, title fights, state of the boxing world, and all the stuff you don't see when you watch boxing. This podcast is released each week on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live streamed on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook Live. It's the Boxing Breakdown, hosted by Mark Roxey.
What's up, what's up, what's up? I'm your host, Mark Roxey, and this is the Boxing Breakdown. And I'm waiting for Harold Hunt to join me today. I'm here watching the Canelo Alvarez, Billy Joe Saunders fight. And if you're up this late, it's 11:20 in the evening, Eastern Standard Time, and checking out the fight and all the pomp and circumstances that are taking place this evening. They thus far, all the preliminary bouts have taken place. They were very, very exciting matchups. And we've had the national anthem sung for Canelo Alvarez and for Billy Joe Saunders, as well as the American national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, and Billy Joe Saunders has made his way to the ring, and now we are watching what is, the equivalent to a Michael Jackson performance a la Mexicano, and it's quite a spectacle, man. You got Canelo Alvarez in his gold, green, and white poncho, on a projection screen television with the Mexican flag and an entire mariachi band and fireworks going off in the background. It's just absolutely amazing, fit for a king, I must say. And he's making his way from the stage onto the ground. In a capacity crowd, I would say there's probably about 70,000 people. Of it, it doesn't look like there's a seat left in the arena. And what a spectacle, considering what we've all been through as a country and as a world with COVID-19. It's quite miraculous to watch this fight here in Texas. And I don't know where Harold is. He may have fallen asleep. And Harold, if you've fallen asleep, you're missing out on a great fight. But the ring walk was served by Hennessy, man. He's got he's really sponsoring Hennessy, and they are relatively fortunate to have a spokesperson such as Canelo Alvarez, and they're just about ready to make things happen. Actually, Billy Joe Saunders has got his shirt off. He's already ready to go. He wants to fight, man. So this is going to be an incredible fight, and I'm going to walk you through it. I'm just going to call it like I see it and tell you what I see, and We got Michael Buffer is in the ring, and he's giving the particulars, and it should be interesting because this is the main event. Yeah, man, it's going down. Canelo's in the blue corner. Billy Joe Saunders is in the red corner. I'm going to hit up Harold one more time to see if he will join me here. I know it's always wonderful to have Harold Hunt. So we're going to see if he's up for it tonight. So you got Tim Cheatham, Max DeLuca, and Glenn Feldman as the three judges in the corner. Mark Calloway is the referee. Oh, yeah. Here we go. It's about to go down. Mark Tibbs is the chief second for Billy Joe Saunders, and Billy Joe Saunders is out of Hatfield, England. His record 30-0 with 14 KOs. Very relaxed. He's sporting the blue, green, and red colors. In the corner, he does have Tyson Fury, who's been very outspoken about this fight. He's been talking about, Billy Joe's going to win the fight. It's no question about it. He's going to win the fight. So he sees something here. Canelo is 55 wins with 1 loss. That's right. 4 division, 5-time world champion. Two-time light middleweight world champion. Former light heavyweight champion. His resume is relatively long. I'm sure you all know that. Yeah, if you'd like to make any comments or anything, comments are live. We're live. So if you're on there, throw some comments down underneath. I'd love to know what you're thinking. Final instructions here in the center of the ring. They touch gloves and they're out back to their respective corners. Again, Canelo Alvarez in the blue corner and Billy Joe Saunders in the red corner. Ropes are pretty firm Floor is pretty soft. Ring is pretty large with 20. I think it's 22 foot ring. So, you know, there's a lot of graphics on the floor. There's graphics in the center. There's graphics in the corner, in the blue and the red corner. I don't think there's not a lot of canvas there to fight in. So let's see if that's going to play a factor in slipping. They're out in the center of the ring, and Billy Joe Saunders is feinting, jabbing. He's jabbing and jabbing, throwing several jabs. Canelo walking him down, no punches coming out. So hasn't really thrown punches, but still walking him in the right direction, backward. Billy Joe walks off. He's walking off to his left. The legs look a little stiff here in round one. Sticking out the jab. Lead hand is down. He lurches in with a missing right hand. Canelo lands a body shot right underneath Billy Joe's jab. Canelo getting closer here in round one. There's a minute and 40 seconds left. Canelo's just creeping forward. Canelo tries an uppercut, misses with the uppercut. Look like he's trying to set up a pull counter right hand. And he counters Billy Joe's jab with a sweeping hook. Right in the center of the ring, Canelo lands another hook to the body, closing the distance. Straight right hand into the sternum. They're back in the center of the ring. Billy Joe back to the jab. It just doesn't look like there's that much on his jab, although he did just put together a double jab right hand. And he's sliding to the left, sliding to the right now. Again, he's back up against the ropes. He just slid off to the corner.
Turn it down.
And there he is. Mr. Harold Hunt is here with me. Hello, Harold, man. We're in round one, man. 26 seconds into round one. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You good?
Okay.
There you are. My man. Yeah, so Canelo's walking him down. And I think Canelo won that round one, Harold. I don't know how much of that you saw, but Canelo landed a couple of nice body shots underneath Billy Joe's jab. And Billy Joe just couldn't really get going in the right direction. He was sliding to the left and sliding to the right, getting caught underneath. And just Canelo's presence kind of had Billy Joe moving backward. There were a couple of times, once or twice in round one, where Canelo had Billy Joe in the corner. And when he had him in the corner, he landed a stiff straight right hand right to the sternum. So, you know, again, these corner posts and Billy Joe does not need to be on the ropes at all in this fight. And unfortunately, from the looks of round one, he's going to find himself there an awful lot of time, Harold.
Yes, I'm lagged behind you a little bit, so the round's just ending for me.
Yeah.
And the quick estimation before your round starts, I just saw Billy Joe in the corner get out of the corner. So I missed the sternum shot because I was trying to get back online with you.
Yeah. I'm glad you joined me, man. I'm really excited that we could celebrate this fight together, man. I was just talking to the fans of the Boxing Breakdown and just saying how, it's miraculous. I get almost choked up looking at the 70,000 people in the arena, man. After all we've been through with COVID, to see that kind of display.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, you're around the starting?
Round two is starting. We're 2 minutes into round two, and Canelo landed another sweeping right hand. Just landed another straight right down the center. Billy Joe is yeah. They're tied up right now. Billy Joe fell in and tied him up.
I'm 2 minutes behind you exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Billy Joe tried to step up into the pocket with Canelo, and Canelo just connected with him fairly solid connections. I don't think Billy Joe really liked being in there. He's using that traditional southpaw jab, sliding to the right, and he's not doing bad with his jab. He's landing the jab, but Canelo's trailing him a little bit, kind of chasing him a little bit here, which he probably doesn't want to do. I'm sure his corner will straighten that out at the end of the round, but yeah, Billy Joe's definitely turning him. There's a lot of turning going on right now. And Canelo just landed an uppercut, feints him. Oh, scored with a straight right hand right down the pike. Yeah, Canelo's fighting him very traditional. The Canelo's left foot is just on the outside of Billy Joe Saunders' right foot, and he's connecting with the straight right hand at infinitum. He's just connecting and connecting over and over again.
Yeah, at a certain skill level, that left foot, right foot thing doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Pacquiao and Floyd never stepped in each other's foot, and they were opposite stances, of course. So at this skill level, it's not a factor.
No, I mean it's a factor when he connects. when the punch is connecting, I think that okay, so that's 2-0. I've scored it 2-0 for Canelo Alvarez.
Okay.
Billy Joe.
I'm 43 minutes into the end of my round,
Yeah.
so I'm going to quickly talk before your round starts again. But what I saw was Billy Joe is actually doing okay as far as staying away from the power, but he's circling into danger for sure.
Yeah. You see the straight left hand yet?
Yes, and he's trying to circle away from the power.
Yeah.
But
yeah, for a little bit, for a couple of maybe about 15 seconds into the second round, Canelo was chasing him a little bit, kind of following him around and not cutting the ring off. So I'm sure they're going to straighten that out here in round three, knowing the Reynoso clan. They're going to straighten that out here. Yeah, and here they're off again into round three, Harold.
Okay.
And Billy Joe Saunders is keeping his range. He's got a little bit. He's using his legs a little more to create a little more distance, a little more feigning, and kind of pulling out of the pocket with the jab, sneaking in the jab, trying to land it. Yeah, Canelo's got a high guard. Lands a straight right hand underneath. Yeah.
Well, I've got 2 rounds to Canelo, as you do.
Yeah, that's what I got. Canelo's, walking in.
You see Boo Boo Andre out there with a t-shirt on?
Yeah.
Did you see Boo Boo?
What?
Boo Boo Andre. He had a shirt that said Canelo and Billy Joe are scared to fight Boo Boo. Did you see that?
I didn't see that. I wasn't
they showed it between rounds.
I'm watching the fight, bro. Listen, man. Canelo high guard walking Billy Joe down. Billy Joe's got his hands down. Not a good look as far as I'm concerned. Canelo lands another straight right hand to the shoulder. Saunders dancing off, circling to his right. Canelo's getting a little closer here. Not really throwing, not really using his jab as well as I'd like to see him use his jab. Just lands a looping right hand onto Billy Joe Saunders. Another straight right hand into the sternum.
But Billy's not necessarily like running for his life.
Oh, well, he's moving. Canelo's landing solid shots, that's for sure. They're when we talk about who you'd rather be, here coming into the last 40 seconds of round 3, I definitely, you know, Billy Joe seems to be able to handle some of the heat, and when he's turning him, he's able to, stave off the majority of the power that Canelo is delivering.
Yeah, and that jab he's defending himself pretty nicely with the jab.
Yeah.
He got hit again. I mean, for what I see.
What's up, very cool Alan? You want my password? I'm not giving you my password. What's wrong with you? Seriously? I like your comment. Thanks for the comment, but I'm not giving you my password. In fact, I don't even know my password. You have to kill me to get it. Yeah, man.
How much time you got left in round 3 for you?
Now, they're at round 3, Harold. I got that 3 rounds to none. Canelo Alvarez.
I do too, thus far.
Yeah, you're coming to the end of round 3, right?
15 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. I will tell you, Billy Joe Saunders he's a dog, man. He was like, he got hit with a good solid shot and he shook it off and just shook his head like, nah, you didn't hurt me. Yeah,
Now,
man.
who is that? That's Earl.
Listen, they're moving toward round 4 here, so this is where it gets real interesting. Where'd you go, very cool Alan? What you got to say, bro? Yeah, Billy Joe Saunders landed a looping left hand on Canelo there.
I haven't seen it yet. They're still showing replays.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. Canelo's defense here is pretty strong. He just landed another straight power right hand. Canelo landed a straight power right hand, and now he comes back with a left hook to the body. And Billy Joe Saunders says, "Come on, bring it on, bring it on." So I think as the rounds go on, Billy Joe Saunders is getting a little more comfortable, and he just threw a 4-punch combination on Canelo.
As far as I can see, it's not enough to win the round, though. Nor enough to deter.
I agree with that. I'm not seeing enough to win the round, but I actually am relatively surprised that he's here in the 4th round. No disrespect at all. I just,
I see number 7 should be the end.
Yeah. Yeah, he's moving, man. He definitely needed the big ring to do his, to follow through with his game plan, Harold, as we discussed on the previous cast. Okay, so there he goes. He gets up against the ropes, and Canelo scores again big. More body shots. Canelo's putting a lot of work downstairs, Harold. What do you think about that? Another straight right hand in the sternum.
Water in the basement.
Yeah.
The old adage, the body will die. The head will die, the body dies.
Canelo just landed an uppercut, a beautiful uppercut. Yeah, Billy Joe Saunders didn't like that. Yeah. Yeah.
He reminds me of Tyson Fury, his
Yeah.
movement.
Well, I will tell you this: Canelo's definitely got his timing down, man. Here in round four, it seems that Canelo's picked up his rhythm, picked up Billy Joe Saunders' rhythm, and is feeling a little more close. I mean, a little more comfortable close up. So now he's fighting. He's fighting Billy Joe kind of at mid range. You know, he's not really on the outside anymore, walking him down. He's at mid range now, and that's the end of round four. Um, I got it a shutout so far, man.
Yes, me too. I'm 30 seconds away from the end of the round.
Oh wow. What are you seeing, Hal?
Well, I'm just seeing Canelo really doing what he wants to do. They're not in the pocket; they're semi in the pocket, but he's close enough where he can land the power punches that he desires. So I think he's in great rhythm right now. Canelo is.
I think he hurt Billy Joe with an uppercut in that fourth round. A really really good solid uppercut, you know. So it'd be interesting to see what happens here in round five. We're off in round five, 5 of 12. Billy Joe Saunders comes out with a snapping his jab. Canelo's creeping underneath. Billy Joe's maintaining the distance, keeping Canelo on the outside here early on in round five. Harold. Yeah, he's using a somewhat herky jerky style. I'll tell you what though, Canelo just landed another straight left hand to the sternum. He's trying to sweep that hook and counter Billy Joe Saunders' jab. Because you know when Billy Joe Saunders jab another straight right hand to the body again, man. When Billy Joe Saunders throws his jab, he brings his hand back, so he's kind of open for the counter left hook from Canelo Alvarez. You know.
Hmm. He's he's trying to. He's trying. I have to give it to Billy Joe. He's just not
Canelo just hit him
landing.
with another uppercut, man, and a double jab prior to that. So
He's not in a
certainly,
severe defensive mode, man. You know, he
yeah.
is trying to be offensive.
Well, they're in the clinch now. The ref just broke him off the clinch. That's only the second clinch of the fight. So the fans are getting a nice fight here for sure. Billy Joe Saunders just landed a double jab, straight right hand combination on Canelo, and just looped a hook, a rear hook, left-handed hook, onto the back of Canelo's head. Um, Canelo looks like he picked up the rhythm a little bit here, meaning going a little faster than Billy Joe Saunders. But he's not really throwing any punches yet. Just continues to walk him down. Double jab, straight left hand to the sternum again, or straight right hand from Canelo Alvarez to Billy Joe Saunders' sternum. Just land. And so the uppercut and the straight left hand is so far the main weapon in the fight in the first half of the fight here thus far has been Canelo Alvarez's straight right hand, rear uppercut, and sweeping left hook, which really by and large is a decoy the entire fight. It's been a decoy the whole fight. He hasn't landed the left hook, maybe but once or twice. Excuse me, but he's using it as a decoy, which is very smart of him. He keeps Billy Joe Saunders' jab from working. He's slowing the output of Billy Joe Saunders' jab by throwing that sweeping left hook every time he jabs, you know, Harold?
Yes. What's the time on your round?
The round just ended. So again, um, Billy Joe Saunders caught Canelo with a straight left hand. Actually, it was a little kind of left hand hybrid hook um, on the break. Now here we go.
Sixth round? Yes, sixth round.
Yeah, into round 6. It's the halfway mark. Wow. So
I believe number 7 should be the round for me.
yeah, have you given any of the rounds to Billy Joe yet, or?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't either. But Sergio Mora, one of the commentators for Dazn, did give Billy Joe 2 rounds. So I think that's very very interesting that he gave round 2 and 3. Actually, no, Chris Maddox gave round 2 and 3 to Billy Joe. I didn't see that. If you're out there, you got a comment to make, let us know, man. Let
Please
us know
do.
what you think. Put your comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and share our YouTube here. And Canelo lands a jab, another straight left hand, another straight right hand to the body for sure. There's another uppercut. That was an uppercut to the spleen. Yeah, Canelo's walking him down.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Joe's actually doing some good counter work here in round 6. Canelo steps up into the pocket, lands his shots, and then Billy Joe comes back with 2 or 3 himself. So he's doing a little bit better work close up than he had been doing thus far. Canelo just landed another shot to the spleen or somewhere under there.
Billy Joe's got that right hand low.
Yeah. Yeah, Canelo needs to kind of walk him the other way. See how he fights going the other way. But he's not. Oh, he just landed a great. Canelo just landed a really, really good sweeping right hand around the gloves. A double uppercut, landed one. Billy Joe sticks his tongue out, says, "You missed me." Another straight left hand to the sternum. Canelo just landed a hook. Yeah. Just landed a straight right hand. You know, Harold, here in round 6, Billy Joe started off the round pretty good. But I think the second half of the round, he kind of backed off, and he was losing a lot of ground. So I didn't give him that round either. I didn't
I
give
have
him
yet
that
to
round
give
at
him
all.
one. I have yet to give him one.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't given him a round either. Anybody out there give him a round? If you gave him a round, if you gave him any round thus far up to 6, let us know. We'd love to hear how you scored it.
He did just catch Canelo with the right hand over the top
Yeah.
that I saw. I mean,
Yeah, man. Yeah, so he did catch Canelo with a counter left hand underneath and then over top. It's like a left hand to the sternum and then a left hand to the temple. So you know he is connecting. I just thus far don't feel he's done enough. But here in round 7, he comes out in the beginning of the round, the first 15 seconds of the round, and he's the aggressor and he's throwing more punches. Most of them are landing on the gloves, though. of Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. So Billy Joe Saunders is circling to his right, sticking the jab out, and looking to land. It looks like he's trying to land a sweeping left hand. But he's giving up ground. The direction of the fight is definitely Canelo Alvarez pressing forward. Billy Joe circling to his right. Classic southpaw direction, but there's not very many alternations in his direction. Canelo just digs to the body on the right and the left side, stepping up into the pocket. Seems like he can take his Billy Joe's power more. It seems like he's not too concerned about it as he was earlier. And Canelo's ripping those uppercuts for sure. There's some story to that uppercut. I'm not sure what he's really setting up, but whatever it is, it could be an overhand right that he's looking to set up.
The usual suspect.
Yeah.
How's round 7 looking for you?
Say again?
Round 7 is over for you?
Now it's 45 seconds left in round 7. Billy Joe's turning Canelo big time. And, Canelo just landed an overhand right, counter overhand right. They're fighting at mid-range right now, slipping each other's punches. Canelo's walking in with high guard. Billy Joe Saunders starts with a lead left hand and follows up with a right hook that misses. Hands down now, Harold. You're right. Billy Joe's got his hands down. He's outside. He's outside. He's not really at range, but his hands are down. Yeah. He definitely relaxed. I'm very impressed with Billy Joe Saunders and how relaxed he is here in round 7. It seems as the rounds go on, he's becoming more and more comfortable with what's actually happening in the fight,
Looks to me to have that unwritten rule where I'm going to fight you, but I'm not going to try to win.
Right. Hey, Harold, tonight at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, Canelo Alvarez versus Saunders, like almost 72,000 people in that arena.
Yes, 70,000.
Yeah, 72,000.
Oh,
72,000, and it almost broke the record for the Joshua fight with 78,000. So, wow, that's amazing. I'm sure Eddie Hearn and his clan are very, very happy right about now.
They have such beautiful shots of the. They're showing that caption now that you told me about.
Yeah. Oh, you just saw it?
Yes.
Yeah. Manuel Perez wants me to live stream the event off the window. What do you think, Harold?
Hey, not a bad idea.
Well, are you okay? You awake? What do you mean it's not a bad idea? I don't want to get copyright infringement. I can't just show it. I mean, Manuel, he's not gonna pay for my attorney's fees if I show this. Snoop could come after me, man. Oh, that's right. That's a different. That's Thriller.
This is not Snoop's show.
Yeah, it's not Snoop's show. It's Hearn's show. But I'm sure they got the same technology, man. Hey, listen, Manuel Perez. Unfortunately, I'd love to live stream it. I can to commentate it right now. Carl Froch scores the fight 68-66 for Canelo Alvarez. Okay? So if that helps you understand, we're in round 8. And the score right now is 65-68. He actually, yeah, I don't know how they have that up, how they have Saunders up. So Canelo is coming on now here in round 8, man. He just he's taking it to Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe is clinching. I think he's got him hurt. His right eye is busted up. He's landing body shots. He hit him over top. Yeah, this is not a good round for Billy Joe Saunders. I can tell you that. He's grimacing. He's kind of folding over. Canelo's coming on. It's not looking good. Let's see if he can get out of this round. There's 30 seconds left. It is possible that he gets out of the round. He's holding on. He just clinched. Referee is trying to break them. Splits them, Harold. And Canelo just landed another straight right hand, man. Sweeping left hook. Misses. Uppercut lands. Body shot lands. Left body shot lands. Body shot to the liver lands. Canelo's bouncing. He's vibing. He's picking up his rhythm here. And Billy Joe got out of the round. He's got some sort of damage to his right eye, Harold. Have you seen that yet?
Yes.
Yeah, they're working on the right eye right now.
Well, I'm watching him tee off on Billy Joe right now.
Oh, he's cut underneath the right eye. Harold, he's cut underneath the right eye. It looks like the eye is closed up. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty closed. Actually, he can still see out of it. He's good.
Right. Underneath
He's good.
the eye
Yeah,
cut
but
is
the cut is underneath. It looks like it's about to split open. It's not bleeding yet, but it is split. So let's see what happens in this round if it starts to bleed. And the fight is over, Harold. The fight is over. They stopped the fight. It's over. Canelo Alvarez wins the fight. It's over.
8th round. Missed it by 1 round.
8th round, man. 8th round stoppage. Right eye. Can't see out of the eye. Yeah, not sure exactly what happened to his eye. I hope he's okay, but Canelo Alvarez comes off with another victory, man. What a big victory for Canelo Alvarez.
Yes,
Harold.
yes it was.
Yeah, man. Well, bro, you didn't miss much, man. You didn't miss much, okay? I'm sorry I couldn't show it, but you're listening to the report. Jose Sulaiman jumps up into the ring, just gave Canelo Alvarez a big hug. He's touting the belt, getting ready to pass off the belt to Canelo. Billy Joe is in the red corner on a stool. They just poured water on his head. Wow.
Good fight.
Wow. He was breaking him down with that straight right hand to the body, Harold, and the uppercuts. Those shots were really, really taking a toll on slowing Billy Joe down. Masterful plan of going to the body early with the straight right hand.
Yes.
Masterful, because you could see in round 6, 7, and 8 how Billy Joe Saunders was getting slower and slower with his footwork and being able to kind of move to his right. It was in the earlier rounds 1 through 4 he was able to do it at a relatively quick pace. He was right there with the rhythm, but come 6, 7, and 8, he just kind of lost his groove, and he's not very happy right now. He looks a little disappointed, meaning Billy Joe Saunders with the loss. Canelo fans are going nuts right now,
They
man.
should be.
They are going nuts in that arena. Unreal. Canelo Alvarez is sporting the WBC World Champion shirt. Amazing. Superstar.
What punch do you think did it? That left hook?
The left hook cut the eye. Definitely. It could have been a couple of the straight right hands that he was landing. He was landing. He was, as I said, he was stepping outside with his left foot in a classic way to fight the southpaw. He wasn't doing it the whole fight, but when he did it, he did it. And so sometimes when you do that against the southpaw, when you land a straight right hand down the middle, if the southpaw is moving to his left, that right hand is bound to land on the right eye. Right? So it just depends on the direction of how the fighter is moving. If the southpaw is moving to his right, or excuse me, to his left, then the right hand is going to land on that right eye. Hopefully that wasn't too complicated this late at night to explain, but I did my best, Harold.
Excellent work, man. You were
Yeah,
on point with it.
yeah.
I don't know what video you're seeing now, but I'm seeing him put all the belts around himself.
He's got all 4 belts, man. Undisputed.
There's one
Undisputed.
more to go.
He's got one more to go, right? But
The
you know,
IBF.
unbelievable. And he talked about that. I remember Canelo Alvarez and his team talked about this 4 years ago. About how this is where they were going. This is what they were trying to achieve, and here they are. You know,
He's laying down the belts.
unbelievable. 5 belts. Ring Magazine belt too. Can't forget that one.
Right. So he's got the WBO now, the WBC, WBA, and the Ring Magazine.
Yep.
That's 4.
I believe isn't that what Teofimo has as well?
I don't know if he has the Ring Magazine belt.
Yeah, he does. Teofimo?
He has a Ring Magazine belt?
Yeah, he has a Ring Magazine belt as well. Anybody out there watching, let us know. If you can confirm or deny that.
What a night. What a crowd.
What a crowd, man. Listen. All right, well, Harold, it's been a great night of boxing.
Yes.
This fight was much anticipated. I expected it to actually be a little more competitive than it was. I can't quite say that, it was enough of a tug of war for me. But I definitely can appreciate Canelo Alvarez's skill level and skill set, and understand
Yes.
that the two fighting one another it was a great lead up, lots of controversy, lots of stuff to sell the fight, and certainly you can see that they did a great job. Billy Joe Saunders did a great job. Right now, Eddie Hearn is in the ring with Canelo, and he's being interviewed. Yeah, man.
Well,
So
he was
Harold,
getting to him. He was
what?
getting to him. He was definitely getting to him before the stoppage. I saw him really leverage, putting some punches together to the body. So it was a matter of time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, oh, I hear you. I hear you. Definitely, I hear you. What I wanted to point out is that, if you're looking at the screen, the title of the episode was Who goes down? But the answer is neither one of them went down. And I find that to be relatively impressive, although it didn't go the full distance. Um, we got a good fight, I guess. What
We
do you
sure
think, Harold?
did. So we both must analyze this, look at all the nuances, and come together and have another podcast because there's a lot to be seen that we didn't see just to kind of put a ribbon on it. But your commentary was excellent. I'm sure our audience who may not have had the opportunity to actually watch the fight, you were great with your commentary, and good job, dude. Thank you.
No, man, it was a pleasure spending the night with you. It was a pleasure watching a fight with you and anybody that tuned in. And for those of you that'll get up in the morning and pop our podcast on and listen, it was live. We'll keep it up there so you can see it. And, more
Yes.
to come, man. I just enjoy chopping up the boxing with you and
Yes.
so
As do
yeah,
I.
man. I think these YouTube casts are significantly different than our normal podcast. I hope that you will all take a moment to check out the podcast on the podcast is on Apple Podcast, Spotify, SoundCloud. You can actually talk into your Alexa and say, play the boxing breakdown, and Alexa will do that. And yeah, man, you can find us on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, as well as Facebook. Uh, Check out our content and like it, and just share the podcast, man. We love chopping up boxing with you, and with that, Harold, I'll catch you on the other side, brother.
We're out.
Okay. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, man. And for all
All
you
right.
boxing fans, we'll see you the next time on the next episode of the Boxing Breakdown. Peace and love.